Yo, great evening to you all. Is your wise fool that has learned how to use a little bit of his intellect over the last few years. Just want to get something out of my dome piece before I forget it. Yo, check it. As a human, as an individual, I've realized, today kind of just thinking about it, meditating on shit that just comes to my mind. I realized that humans only get about 25 lives of bullshit, 25 years of their life bullshit before whatever they have refused to focus on and develop and work on throughout their 25 years, their initial 25 years of life, catches up and catches on to them. All right? You only get about 25 years of bullshit. If you don't do anything positive with your life during those 25 years of bullshit, anxiety, stress, depression, all sorts, addictions, bad habits, all these things that lead to diseases and to all sorts of the debilitating syndromes and illnesses, they catch on. They catch on after 25. You maybe have about 5 years to turn back, before you hit your 30s and you really start feeling it. And then, it starts getting late, into your mid 30s, 35. Once you hit 40, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? I seen a quote. I don't know if it was by Denzel Washington or who it was. And it was like, if you're 40 years old thinking how you were at 20, you just wasted 20 years of your life. Another phrase that I heard from one of these individuals that follow the Minister Farrakhan. It was like, men mature by 40. Like, that's by the time that men are fully mature, right? At 40 years of age, we can look at a lot of the great civil rights leader, Malcolm X, MLK, so on and so forth. They were around their 40 years when they were taken out of the equation. Had they lived a little bit longer, they would have gone on and done great works. So yeah, you get about 25 years to bullshit. Now there's another quote that you hear often now on the internet, right? And it's like, the wise learn from the mistakes of others. The fools don't learn at all, right? So the wise learn from the mistakes of others. The intelligent learn from their own mistakes, and the fools just don't learn at all. That's why at the beginning of the video I said the wise fool that has learned how to use his intelligence, because I've been a fool, I've been intelligent, and I've been the wise sage in my own life, right? Leading myself, or really learning how to lead myself by following other great examples. You know what I'm saying? By learning from the mistakes of others, and we can learn a lot in life if we simply sit back, if we are patient with ourselves, if we are honest with ourselves, and if we simply, observe individuals, if we observe other individuals, not just the individuals that we don't like, but also the individuals that we admire. When we observe the qualities of being of the individuals that we admire, we learn to recognize a lot of those qualities within ourselves. The same can be said when we see individuals expressing behaviors that we disapprove of, and we can also see how and why we disapprove of those behaviors, because we likely see them in ourselves and we don't like them in ourselves neither. And what prompted this thought process this evening was, as I'm riding my bike home, 2-3 miles away from my sister's house, after having been chilling at my sister's house for like the last 3 hours with my nephews, I was thinking, and I was kind of like laughing in my head, because, there's like people ask you like, oh, when are you going to have kids? And we all get that. We all get those questions. If you're a young lady and you're between the ages of 22, 25, 26, 27, you get that question asked a lot. If you're a man, if you're a young man and you're between the ages of 25 and your early 30s, 35, and you don't have any kids, family are always asking those questions, but they never ask you about business. Like, how is your business going? You know what I'm saying? How is your personal life going? How are you doing with yourself? They never ask you about those things, but they always want to pollute you with the thoughts and the ideas of having children, when we may still be behaving as children ourselves. To keep it simple, check it, because I could go on a rant. If you took those 25 years and you didn't use them wisely, right? And let's say though the really 10 ones that you have to truly fuck up and not blame anybody but yourself, right? Between 15 and 25, and you decided to have children between those ages, and you're not taking accountability and responsibility for those children that you created, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a very, very bad time, and you're gonna be in for a rude awakening into your after 20, 26, 27, 30, 31. You're gonna be dealing with anxiety, depression, and stressors that you're not gonna know why, but subconsciously you're gonna know why. It's gonna be because you're not taking responsibility and accountability as an adult for the things that you should be taking responsibility and accountability for as a parent, as an adult. This is why you should learn how to be your own parent before you go and parent other children. You know what I'm saying? As a male and a female, it is our responsibility to become man and woman. You know what I'm saying? Our father and our mother, respectively. A great husband and wife to ourselves first before we go out and try to seek out husbands and wives and men and women out in others. Give yourself love first. Fill your cup up first before you go and try to drink out of others' cup, or fill others' cup while yours is still empty. You know what I'm saying? Or demand for a full cup when you're not even half a cap, like the chick in that video said. So yeah, man, if you only get 25 years to fuck up, you can use those years wisely. Those 30, those 25, 33 years as the Master Jesus did. Or you can fuck up, fuck off, and do whatever the hell it is that you want with your life. You know what I'm saying? You can think that nobody's watching. You can think that you're special and that nobody understands you. But at the end of the day, we all know that each and every one of us is full of our own shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't be a fool. Don't fuck up to learn from your... Don't just fuck up to learn from your fuck ups. Learn to observe others and learn from others, mistakes. Learn to recognize your own mistakes and accept where you're at fault so that you can learn and move on. Don't just be a fool. Don't just think that you can play the dummy your whole life and nothing is going to come out of it. This is why we see individuals, not all of them, but a lot of them, they commit suicide. They become alcoholics. They become drug addicts because they don't know how to be responsible and accountable for themselves. And so they try to take the easy way out. It's not possible, man. I could have been taking the easy way out these last 7 years, but instead I stepped up for both my nieces and it is because of my nieces and nephews that I have learned how to be, even though I'm not a father, how to father children and how to be there for children. By some miracle of life, I've become like a godfather, without having to go through any church or ministerial, rituals. I've become like their godfather by just simply being there and, going out of my way, going, and checking out on them at 7, 8 in the morning and taking them out and going on walks and training them and taking them out to breakfast, lunch, dinners. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be somebody, because at the end of the day, none of us really know how much time we got in this life. So why not create memories and experiences that are beautiful, that are wonderful, that are meaningful, not just for us, but for those that depend on us, that learn and grow from us, and that are observing us. So like I said, if you're a young adult, just learn. Remember, you only have 25 years to fuck up. After that, once that frontal lobe is fully developed, once that brain is fully developed, and you have been taking the easy way out every day of your life, every day that your subconscious mind told you, no, don't do that, that's wrong, do this, and you listened more to the desires and the wants and the urges of the animal instincts in you rather than your higher self, then when you become a little more self-aware at 25, 26, 27, and those demons begin to haunt you, your own mess ups, your fuck ups begin to haunt you and chase you down, it's your own fault. It's each and every one of our own fault and our own responsibility what becomes of our lives. So that other than that, man, you have a great day. You know what I'm saying? Where it's beautiful, We're alive. We're breathing. We're a lot luckier than those that aren't. So appreciate it. Have a great evening.